In 3, 2, 1, robot!
Welcome to playoffs match 5. We're in the lower bracket, but the first 50 seconds completely autonomous and pre-programmed as always. 74-57 Huskies Hogs, just shy of placing there on the top part of the reef. 50-10, unsuccessful in placing on the high part of the Royal, but that bats down into the lower part, so they're sure to get a couple points for their alliance. Just about 9-12 to 13 as we exit the autonomous period. The remaining teleoperated period, 2 minutes 50 seconds completely. Teleoperated human player control. The teammates spent the last 8 weeks building those robots, and this is now potentially their last time to compete on this season's field. 51-88, continuing to knock around game pieces. They're causing some bumper chaotic action over on the Blue Alliance. That is allowed as long as that contact time is kept to a minimum and done outside the protected zones. 10-03-32, the rookie team is also applying some pressure to the opponents, trying to prevent them from scoring as many game pieces as possible. Your Blue Alliance is your fourth alliance. They're favored to win this game, but that doesn't mean that you should discount the Red Alliance. There's plenty of scoring opportunities for both teams, especially in the end game period. 90 seconds remaining in the match. Scores currently 32-18. That's only a couple of coral pieces scored in that reef. A lot of teams discounting the algae, but they will have to start considering those once it gets full up towards the top part of the reef. 54-84 Wolfpack hoping to deliver a coral piece onto the bottom part of their reef station, scoring additional points for their alliance, bringing their total up to 39 for the Blue Alliance. 2-3-92 Panther Tech continuing to move around the center part of the field. They're potentially parking and trying to get themselves set up for that end game climb so they can get secured those 12 points for the robot if they are elevated off the ground. Team 54-84 and 50-10 Tiger Dynasty continue to make a mess of the reef station, scoring 8 coral so far in this match, nearly doubling the 4 that the Blue Alliance has put up. That's what those numbers next to the coral icon mean on the audience display. 292 trying to get it elevated off the ground. They do need to make sure they aren't in contact with any part of the ground or it doesn't count as a climb. With only 23 seconds remaining in the match, we'll still hear that sonar ping. There it is. That means we'll start to see teams making their way over to the cages as they haven't already to get themselves elevated off that ground and score additional points for their alliance. The longer the chain, the more points they'll gain. 50-10 successfully appears to be elevated. 74-54 Huskies on Hog trying to do the same. But we're just about out of time for qualification. We're checking it in, and that's all we have for playoffs match 5 here at the Finn District Kokomo event presented by Andy Mark. The Blue Alliance taking it with a score of 66 over Red Alliance's 8. Unfortunately, this is the end of the road for our 8 Alliance, so we want to give a huge round of applause to all of those members for their hard work today. That's 74-54 Huskies on Hog, 292 Panther Tech.